What's up, everyone? Prison Meddler here, and back with another video of Why It's Underrated series. And the album I'm gonna review today is Black Sabbath's Seventh Star. Now, and I'm gonna explain why this album is underrated, my bad. But let's explain why this album doesn't get much recognition or it's just ignored or whatever. First of all, originally, this album was supposed to be Tony Iommi's solo album, but apparently his record label pressured him to consider it as a Black Sabbath album, to mainly his record label, because I think for money or whatever, or make it get more recognition. But yeah, and partially it did. I looked some of the articles on Black Sabbath's album ranking, and this album was put very low. Let me look at some. Okay, let's look at Ultimate Classic Rock album ranking. They put Seventh Star at 17, so that makes it their third weakest in their opinion. Now let's look at Louder Sound. 20. Okay, they must have included live albums. Okay. How about Loudwire? Where do they put that album at? 14, okay. A little bit higher than expected. Let's see. How about The Guardian? Let's see where they put it. 19, their worst. Far from worst. How about Medium.com? Where do they? 19. Well, they added live albums, so yeah. So, how about Consequence of Sound? Let me look. 19, Forbidden, which I agree, that's their worst album. 18, Seventh Star. This album is just... Let me just read what it says on why they put it at 18. Maybe they wrote so much bad review on it. Let's read what it says, guys. Black Sabbath, featuring Tony Iommi, reads the spine of the unfortunate LP was intended to be a Tony Iommi solo album. It features none of original Sabbath lineup except Iommi. However, pressure from the record label forced his hand. You can tell it's not a Sabbath album when you listen to it. More vanilla hard rock than heavy metal. New vocal, also a former replay. Look, that's really not a good reason. They put it lower because it doesn't sound like Black Sabbath. Okay, Heaven and Hell doesn't sound like Black Sabbath because it's fronted by Dio, and this album got so much praise for it because it has a much different sound, but yet this album gets bashed for whatever reason. Let's go back to some website and see what's their reason on why they would put it very low, and then I'll go with track by track. Let's see what Ultimate Classic Rock has to say about it. Black Sabbath has effectively crumbled by 1985, but Tony Iommi managed to snatch survival, if not exactly victory, from the jaws of defeat with the following year's Seventh Star, featuring Deep Purple singer Glenn Hughes. The album's eclectic songs proved a little unconventional for most Sabbath fans to stomach, but in fairness, it had originally been intended to serve as Iommi's solo. Yeah, of course, it's supposed to be his solo debut. Most of them aren't really good reasons. Now, let's see what Louder Sound has to say about this album. Wait a minute, okay. Originally planned as Tony Iommi's album, Seventh Star wasn't so much bad as badly marketed. I certainly didn't want to release it, well, but I don't really need to repeat myself up top. He did 10 more cokes than me, he gave it something like Black Sabbath. Alright, now let's read some reviews for Seventh Star, shall we? Okay, let's go to AllMusic. So they give a fair rating of 3 stars out of 5, and user gives it a 3.5 stars out of 5. So it's a pretty fair rating, as often misunderstood and underrated album, which I could agree with. I've effectively so they mainly bashed this album because it's a complete different lineup. They just want this 70s stuff here. And that's why they call this album bad. And I'm going to explain to you, this review is more about the album than the lineup. So without further ado, let's go by song. In for the Kill is a very fast-paced song, which is a bit similar to Deep Purple's music, but at the same time, it's very melodic throughout the song. I just love the way how Tony shreds his guitar throughout the song, and listen to the solo. This is one of the best ways to open the song, especially one of the best Black Sabbath's opening tracks. We have another amazing song, but unlike In for the Kill, this song is much slow tempo pace, and it's just pure amazing. Geoff Nicholas' synth keyboards fits well with this song, and Tony's guitars is just as amazing as always. And yes, there is another amazing solo by him. This is easily a ballad song, and this is one of Black Sabbath's best ballads I have ever listened to. In fact, one of the best ballads in metal, period.
Living on the streets, I'm no stranger to the world. Why can't you see?
In my opinion, Turn to Stone is my least favorite song from Seventh Star, but I still love it. The main reason why is I just don't think the tone fits well with this album. But it doesn't bug me at all though. It's not a filler song, but the instrumentation throughout this album is amazing as always, but I think it's mainly because of the keynotes that doesn't really fit through this album. And as you only know, Tony's solos is amazing as always. This is not a skippable track at all, and I am a big fan of this song, but it's my least favorite song from this album. Unfortunately, Sphinx the Guardian is a prelude to Seventh Star, so there's really nothing to talk about it. So I'm just going to move on to Seventh Star. As you may know, Seventh Star, just like with No Stranger to Love, another slower paced, but I think it's a wonderful song. Big fan of Geoff's keyboards. Everyone was amazing in this song. Glenn's vocals is amazing, and of course Tony's solo and guitar riffs. It's one of those songs that's very to listen to at nighttime, and it sounds pretty haunting, especially the middle section on this song, and especially mainly from Geoff's keyboards. But yeah, I strongly admire this song. This is why this makes this album so special. Such a masterpiece song for sure. Danger Zone is another amazing song. Why? Tony's repeating riffs, I just find that catchy, and I am a big fan of, as y'all may know, Glenn's vocals, and there's really nothing much to say about it. It just has amazing, it's just perfect here, perfect that, everything perfect. Probably this is probably one of my favorite Black Sabbath songs of all time. You really can't go wrong with this song at all. In fact, Glenn's vocals is probably one of the best I have ever heard, as far as I know, because I'm not really too familiar with Deep Purple, but I'm really digging his vocals a whole lot in this song. Oh, did I forget to mention about Tony's solos? What makes this guitar solo really special, not only it just sounds like a guitar solo, it's like harmonies in guitar solo all mixed together. That's why this makes this song very special. I really have nothing else to say to it. It's just melodic as always from this album. Another masterpiece song. Now, Heart Like a Wheel, we gotta talk about this song. This song is very melodic and very bluesy, mainly because of Tony's guitar riffs, Glenn's vocals, the bass, the drums, the keyboards, all of it. Just like every song, including Turn to Stone. This is just, what's best about it is Tony's bluesy ass solos. Oh yeah, he did another guitar solo too at the ending, which is amazing as well. Alright, so the next song is actually the closing song, but it's divided in 2 tracks. But I consider this as one song. First half, Angry Heart, and the second half, In Memory. And as so many people are scratching their heads like, oh, this is a bit repetitive. But once you go into in Memory, it suddenly changes. That's why there is no guitar solos or middle sections. It's just 2 songs, 1 connection. And many albums do not have a closing this like that. And Glenn's vocals, it's just amazing, just beautiful. Just very melodic. Same with Tony's guitar riffs and as well as JL's keyboards too. You really missed it. You must have really missed out. If you're a Black Sabbath fan, you haven't checked this album out. Dude, a lot of y'all are missing out on this album. Trust me, this is a masterpiece album. Hell, this is probably, I don't know, this may be my favorite Sabbath album. I don't really know. But besides that, this is a perfect way to close the album. Angry Heart / In Memory. Just a perfect song. Okay, guys, I hope this changes your mind on listening to this album or your views for this album, because whenever I listened to this album, I was like, what the fuck? Am I really missing out or something? I guess I am, because I've been a Black Sabbath for years, but I'm pretty much paid attention more of the Ozzy Osbourne and the Dio eras. I didn't pay much attention to the albums like Born Again or the Tony Martin era. Now, I'm not a fan of the album Born Again. I like some Tony Martin album. I do think their next album was pretty good. The Eternal Idol. I may have to get more details with this album, but as for 7th Star, this is my favorite outside of the Ozzy Osbourne and the Ronnie James Dio era. This album is just fantastic. Hell, I think this may be my top 5. Hell, it's probably my top 3. I don't know, dude. Because I never thought there was going to be an album that sounded pretty great. Because whenever it comes to like different vocalists, you always thought, it's gonna sound like shit. But you have to give it. You really have to get. Okay, whenever a band has a new vocalist, it's best to give it a chance. Maybe you'll love it, maybe you'll hate it. For albums like this, you'll most likely be blown away. So yeah, this album is a masterpiece, severely underrated. It's more underrated than the X Factor, but yeah, it's more underrated than Falling Into Infinity. That's my opinion. That's how I describe this album. Probably the most underrated metal album of all time. So yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see y'all next time. Peace out.